your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. Welcome. Today we're going to do something expansive. We're going to make sure that your dreams don't stay small. We're going to make sure that they grow abundantly, as big as God would allow them, okay? Bigger than your little head, bigger than your room, bigger than the atmosphere. We're talking about out of this world expansion of your dreams. Now, you already know what it is. I'm going to check and make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. So let's see. And just to save some time, if you are in the chat already, let me know if you can hear. Just type it, and I'm going to keep adjusting everything so I can make sure I can see it. I guess that looks well. Can you hear me okay? They done changed some features on here. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, babe. Yes, I said babe. Nice and live, because that's how I feel. I love my man. I don't know about y'all, but mine, yeah, he takes care of me. So, thank you. Thank you. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this, and we're going to get started. Now, like I said, today we are talking about making sure that your dreams are bigger than you can imagine, because as humans, we're limited in what we think the possibilities are. So you want to make sure you get out of that. That limitation is exactly what's keeping you where you are. It's not because the world is keeping you where you are. It's not because of circumstances. I'm telling you, a lot of times it's you. When you take the cap off of yourself, let me tell you, there's a lot to be found. So, and I know what I'm talking about. Now, during my time, completely disabled, a young mother of four little ones, I thought all I had in me, okay, just everything that was inside of me, all that I had to give was just only loving my family, loving my friends, and being able to help where I could. I was excited to make sure that I showed love and answered questions when they came about, and just, was present with everyone that I met and came across, and especially those that I loved and cared about. So I was really excited to do that. I really thought that all I needed was just that love for my family, my friends. All I could do was just help in certain areas when I could, and that the best thing that I was going to do was count my blessings as they came. I was just really excited about being able to do anything. I never thought about scaling up or trading one thing in for the other. I was just so happy to be. Like, I was really, really, really grateful and happy to be able to really just be alive. My health was such the opposite of what it is today. Okay. I was just happy to be here, being able to smile, being able to just give clarity to anybody who asked. I just want to be able to be there, to be present, to give an answer for a question and show some love. Like, that was the long and the short. I was really, really excited. And that was pretty much it. I had no clue. Okay. None what God had in store for me, what the Lord would do for me. Not even in a long time, like just years. It took some time. But compared to where I was, expedited time. It really was. I had no clue what the Lord would do, that he would revive me inside and out, that he would increase my family abundantly, okay? Increase my friends abundantly, and that he would turn the clarity that I would give for a few into hundreds and counting. I had no clue that that was what was going to happen for me. I really didn't. Nothing in my situation at that time said that this life was possible. So I'm letting you know I am the proof that your current visibility, the things that you see in front of you, don't mean nothing. They don't mean nothing. Just because that's what you see for yourself, what you think is permanent, I assure you, it don't mean anything. That's just what it is right now. And it is not guaranteed to stay that way. So why should you think so and leave your life in that place? Welcome to Intentional Tuesdays, a professional and entrepreneur's weekly refresher for setting intentions and realigning your spirit to align leadership with authentic purpose, your authentic purpose, through simple techniques integrated with spiritual values. That's how we do it in this tree. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm glad you're spending that moment here. I appreciate you. Now, today's intention is stop dreaming with limitations. I'm going to give you four powerful ways to dream big. I mean, when you think about it, do you really want to stay small? Like, are you happy with that? I didn't think so. So, the first way to dream bigger, you want to break free from the realistic thinking. Okay, you know how folks want you to make it make sense. Who said that? And whose sense are you making it make like? Exactly. You want to ask yourself that. So break free from what realistic thinking is. Okay. There's no limits. Go straight to the moon. All right. Too often we shrink our dreams so that they match what we feel is safe or reasonable. We're trying to make it make sense. If you only have one car in a whole family, you don't think that you can be on the opposite side of town or in another state because you have responsibilities where you are. If you think you only have a little bit of money, then you're not going to make a huge purchase. If you think you only have one job, then you're not going to ask questions and offer yourself up for two different positions, right? You just think that that's what that is. So you stay there. But realistic is often just fear in disguise. Yeah, I said it. I'm pulling your card. It's just fear in disguise. Whatever you do not think that you are capable of doing, and or if you don't think you can keep it up, if you don't think that you can maintain the same type of momentum it takes to level up, then you may not start it. You may not think about it. You may not take a chance. I'm telling you, don't limit yourself because the only person that's stopping you is you. Mm-hmm. It's just you. It's just you. You can do whatever you put your mind to. And I know you've heard it before. Yes, it sounds corny, but it's true. If you're only thinking on a small scale and you think that you can only do two things that use your talents, if you think that you have to stay in the job that you have right now, then you're the problem. You're the problem. You don't have to. Expand your thinking. So the realistic thinking, let it go. Let it go. And instead of saying, can I? Instead of asking, can I? Start asking, what if I could? Doesn't that sound better? What if I could? Because it is just that simple change in mindset that makes a big difference in your dream size. Can I do that? Who are you asking permission to? It's just you and the Lord who's going to make that happen. It doesn't matter. Your job, your boss, your supervisor, your coworkers, your family, or your friends, none of that matters. And none of them, I'm saying it, none of them can stop you from actually bringing your dreams into fruition. None of them. That is between you and God. I repeat, you and God. Okay. So instead of saying, can I? What if I could? Big dreams require bold imagination. Okay. Not permission from others or your past. Now, the second way, number two, well, that kind of makes it four if I have both hands up. Hey, you smart, you got it. Number two, identify and challenge limiting beliefs. Identify. You want to make sure that you know exactly what your problem areas are, your problem biases, your problem thoughts, your problem folks. You want to make sure that you identify what exactly in my life is stopping me from having this unlimited thought or thinking that I have access to it. What is it? Who is it? Why is it? What's keeping me from being able to do whatever I want? So identify and challenge and listen and limit the beliefs. You want to actually see what's limiting, what's allowing, what's limiting, and what's allowing. Most of us are just limiting. We don't allow ourselves to do much at all. So stop it. We stay in our comfort zone because we've been conditioned to. We've been conditioned to believe that we're only allowed what we can earn. Okay, I'm sure you've heard that before. What we can prove or what we deserve. Who is holding the sheet to get into the club for this? You're not on the list. You're not on the list. Like, you need to ask yourself, who's doing that? Who's doing that in your life? Because, I mean, really think about it. We've all have felt this way and we all have heard it. What you earn, what you can prove, and what you deserve. Yeah, that don't even sound right. It doesn't sound right. It sounds very limiting. But your worth is not up for debate. It's not. You are worth way more than you can write down, that you can say out loud. I mean, really, you think God wasted skin and breath and everything else on you? Not at all. Your worth is unmanageable. No one can put a cap on what you're worth and what you deserve. That's definitely not up for somebody else to determine. It's not. We are our hardest critics. We are worse to ourselves than anybody else. And what you allow other people to do is because of just that. You allowed them to do that to you and get away with it. The only person putting limitations on yourself is you. No one else gets to actually discern what you deserve. So when you find yourself saying, that's too much, or I could never, really pause and ask yourself, who told me that? I bet you might get some answers. I don't know how much you're going to like it, and I don't know if it's going to trigger you, but I bet you it has a source to that voice in your head. Figure out who it's coming from, how long it's been there, when did it start, and then kick it out and make a new thought. All right? Unlearn the limits where never yours to begin with. Like these, they were not yours. They came from somewhere else. So find out where that voice is, who it sounds like, how long has it been there, and push it out. Okay? Both hands. Grab both hands and push it out. Push it out. I wonder why this didn't come up. I'm just checking because it's limiting the comments. I see them popping up, but they are limited. We'll figure that one out. Now, number three. Connect to a vision that scares you a little bit. Okay? Now, that sounds maybe a little off. Maybe you're like, why would I do something that scares me? Just hear me out. If it scares you a little bit, then it is outside of your comfort zone. Outside of your comfort zone, that's where change is. That's where growth is. That's where learning opportunities are. The whole freaking world is outside of that place, okay? Think about it. If you're comfortable at home and you never leave outside, then guess what? The uncomfortable place that scares you is just outside your door. It's really just that simple. Get outside of your comfort zone. If you feel scared a little bit, then guess what? You are doing something right. Now, if you feel scared a lot, then maybe that's something else. You might want to be looking at that. But if it scares you a little bit, then you're outside of your comfort zone. Examine it. Not too deep, but take the chance. Ask yourself, what is it that makes me uncomfortable? What am I afraid of? And if you think you're one of those people that are so big and bad and I'm not afraid of anything, I bet you if you're a little uncomfortable, there's probably something there. Once you find out what that is, just find out what it is, get your whys, figure it out, change your mindset. Doesn't sound that hard because it's actually not. If your dream doesn't make your heart race, it's probably not big enough. Challenge yourself to actually go get what you want. Yes, it feels scary. Sometimes it's uncomfortable, but you want it. There's a reason why you want it. There's a reason why it makes your heart palpitate. There's a reason you can't stop thinking about it and why you want that position, why you want to live there, why you want to do this. There's a reason behind it. So jump in, the water's fine. Challenge yourself. A powerful vision will stretch you, okay? It would awaken your gifts. Yes, like open you up like a flower. I promise you, if you go to that place and you just honor yourself, if you honor yourself with the truth of what you actually want and you challenge yourself, what is that? And then you challenge yourself to actually go get it, you can't do anything but grow. Guess what else? It also invites divine support. And when I tell you that you can't do nothing on your own, I'm sure you already found that out, whether it was the hard way or Tuesday, whatever. I'm sure you already know you can't do this on your own. That might be a part of the fear. That might be a part of why you won't take that challenge to do something outside of your norm. I can't do this on my own. How am I going to do this? I can only do but so much. There's only 24 hours in the day. That's why we got God. That's why you ask for help. That's why we pray. Tell God what it is that you need. Ask God to show you, what am I supposed to be doing to accomplish this goal, to get this desire to come true, to put in this work. Lord, help me. I know I can't do it on my own. You can be very honest with God, because guess what? He knows you. He knows what you need. He was kind of there for all of it. So be honest with them. Be honest with yourself. What do I need? And guess what? If you really genuinely don't know what you need, just ask for him to reveal it to you. Lord, teach me the ways that you know that I can learn. What do I need? Because I don't know. I've never been here before. And it's all true, and there's nothing wrong with that. You haven't been here to this place of dreams and expansion, desire, and abundance. You have not been there before. You're doing good. Yeah, I ain't mad at you. And you can do better, and you can have more. You deserve it, period. So just ask for God. Don't do it on your own. Allow him to show you what it is that you need. And guess what? Because I know it feels a little scary, but when you actually lean in to the unknown, I promise you, that's when your transformation begins. That's where your clarity lies. You may think that you don't know what's happening or what's coming, but when you go to that place boldly, everything starts to make sense behind you. This is why I did the things that I did. This is why I think the way that I think. This is where that unuseful skill 203 comes into play. Like, you don't know what is in front of you. It's only unknown until you go. So go find out what it is that's waiting for you. Now, fourth, surround yourself with expansive energy. What does that mean? Hey, look, some of y'all gonna be upset, but I'm just saying, if you are going to hang out with a homie, hang out with some coworkers, if you're going into a building or an office that completely drains you, like before you even get to it, before you answer the phone, before you even walk into that room, you can already feel it sucking the life out of you. That ain't expansion energy. Not at all. Okay. Not at all. You want to be able to be not just comfortable, but you want to be able to feel like such a positive energy that's just pulling you towards it. Like, I'm here, honing you in. This is for you. Like, you want this energy to just surround you, and it feels good and it feels intense, especially in the beginning when you're first transitioning into whatever's coming up for you. But you want to make sure that you are there. When you feel like you want to just crawl into a ball, when you want to disappear, when you want to stay by yourself, that's not it. That's the complete opposite. And we're getting away from that. We don't want to do that. So we're going to make sure we move forward. Surround yourself with expansive energy. Okay. You can't dream big in a room full of small-minded energy. People. I'm just saying, connect with people, communities, mentors. Like, for God's sake, you got Google. You have all kinds of different social media support groups and startups and just communities that can encourage you, inspire you, and teach you something new. There's no excuses to stay uneducated in any areas, in any areas. So connect with those people, those communities, those mentors, and see more. Those people are going to see more in you than you can see in yourself. You wake up with you every day, right? You used to your nose, you used to your body, you used to your thoughts. You are used to your routine, your environment, but you don't see you the way that others see you. They can pinpoint some skills on you you probably didn't even realize you had, didn't even know you were using on a regular basis. That's why you got to get outside of you, outside of your comfort zone, outside of your head, outside of your house, outside of just that job. You have to, because there's so much, there's a whole world out here, and there's a world of things for you. I'm just saying, I don't know who you need to maybe get rid of or separate from, but challenging yourself to allow new people, new environments allows new opportunities, which is what you want. Your environment either fuels your fire or it'll snuff it out. Choose wisely. Now, the 4 powerful ways to dream big. Think beyond realistic. Okay. No judgment, and nobody else's voices. Think beyond realistic. Change and challenge your limiting beliefs. If it's limiting, it's not allowing. All right. If it's limiting, it's not allowing. Dream big enough to scare you. Just a little bit. Dream big enough to scare you, and surround yourself with expansive energy and just expansion. Make sure that your environment, who you deal with, what you interact with, is going to help you grow. Now, this week, I want you write down a dream that feels too big. Like, I don't even know if this is something that I want. I'm just throwing something out there just to answer your question because Penny, you keep staring at me and you keep asking me. Okay, fine. Just cooperate. As long as you cooperate. Write something down that feels too big for where you are right now. Like I said, I know I was looking at my life from what I couldn't do, from my bed, from my crutches, from my vision, from my limitations, from my poverty, from all my children. I was looking at my place of lack, and that was all that I could see. But honey, that's so not the case. No more. No more. So think past where you are from now, but what is the biggest thing that you can think of compared to right now? And then commit one bold step, just one bold step towards it, okay? And it doesn't matter how small it is. The act of actually even writing this down, yes, that counts as a step, but you're not going to get out of it. You can't just use that as the one step, all right? You got to do something past that one. I already asked for that step. You got to do something past it. So you're going to write it down. And what can you do to lead towards that big dream? It's no pressure. No pressure. It's just your life. It's just your happiness. I'm just saying. Now, you share this, and I want you to, I want you to share it. That's going to be my other challenge that also does not count as a step. Share it in the comments. I'm done dreaming small, okay? Declare this for yourself. Say it again. Declare for yourself, I am done dreaming small. Share what that one big dream is in the comments. I would love to see it. We would love to see it. Let's grow, y'all. Let's grow. Follow me for more tips like this on Instagram _Penny Owens, or the United Front Network on Instagram, or on Facebook at Empowerment Over Sacrifice. And share and invite your friends or anyone that you think can use this information, because you never know who needs it. So go ahead and give that them. And I'm just going to say, you know what? Don't shrink your dreams to fit your current reality. Expand your belief to match your divine potential. Like, think about who you are, what you could do. If you had no limits, money wasn't a problem, there were no nagging voices, what does that look like for you? So don't shrink your dream because of what you can see. Expand it for your full potential. This is Penny Owens, the founder of Penny Owens LLC, a leadership empowerment consultancy where we are on a mission to empower professionals and small business owners and corporate teams to live and lead in their authentic purpose to change the culture of leadership, starting with the hearts of leaders and expanding to their teams, their environments, and the communities that they influence. Yeah, we going hard in here. We got big things to do. Join us every Tuesday, 12 noon at Central Standard Time. Like I always say, you know where you live at. So if you have to do the math to do it, then you go ahead. I trust you. I think that you got this. 12 noon Central Standard Time. And next week, we will be discussing don't shrink your dreams to fit your current reality. That's what we're doing now, right? But next week, we are going to make sure that you don't think small. Not anymore. I'm going to show you how to make sure that you take those dreams and continue moving forward. No longer are you going to be satisfied with the minimal way of living, the minimal way of being, and the minimal way of just enjoying your life. There's a lot of ways and things out here for you to enjoy, and there's a lot of things for you to do. You are special. You are needed. So guess what? Always remember to lead with your purpose, in your purpose. So I'll see you next week on Intentional Tuesdays. Bye.